Relax and let this gentle tale bring warmth to your evening. The Unyielding Bond of Flax and Dand. This story is about Flax, a kind-hearted woman, and Dand, a joyful sprite, who together persist through challenges to create a magical, endearing garden. In the quiet village of Verdant Vale, there lived a kind-hearted young woman named Flax. Her days were spent tending to her grandmother's garden, ensuring every plant thrived with life. One sunny afternoon, Flax stumbled upon a radiant, tiny figure with shimmering wings caught in the thorns of a rose bush. It was a joyful sprite named Dand. Flax carefully untangled Dand and nursed her back to health. In gratitude, Dand pledged to be Flax's closest friend and helper. Together, they transformed the garden into a magical haven. However, their journey was not without challenges. One day, a terrible storm struck the village, uprooting the plants and flooding the garden. Flax was devastated, but Dand encouraged her with a twinkling smile and a wave of her delicate hand. "We can rebuild," she said. With unyielding determination, Flax and Dand replanted each flower and sowed new seeds. The bond they shared grew stronger with every hardship they overcame. Weeks turned into months, and the garden flourished even more beautifully than before. Villagers marveled at the enchanting garden that now seemed to glow with a magical light. Elders whispered of the legend of Flax and Dand. Flax and Dand continued to work side by side, their hearts and spirits intertwined. And so, their garden, a symbol of their unwavering bond, thrived eternally, enchanting all who came to see it under the golden rays of the sun. Our next story is here to comfort you. Dahlia and the Winter Spirit, a tale of the enchanted hills. This story is about a girl named Dahlia, who explores the hills and meets the winter spirit, Angelonia, learning to appreciate and protect the magic of nature. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills, there lived a young girl named Dahlia. She had hair as dark as the night, and eyes that sparkled like the stars. The villagers often spoke of the winter spirit, a mystical being named Angelonia, who was said to wander the hills during the coldest nights of winter. One chilly evening, as the first snowflakes began to fall, Dahlia wrapped herself in a warm cloak and decided to explore the hills. She had always wanted to meet the winter spirit, and her curiosity was stronger than her fear. As she climbed higher, the snow grew thicker and the air colder, but Dahlia's determination never wavered. Just when she thought she might have to turn back, she saw a soft light flickering ahead. She followed the glow until she came upon a beautiful clearing, illuminated by hundreds of tiny glowing flowers. At the center stood Angelonia, her presence both ethereal and warm. Angelonia's hair shimmered like frost, and her eyes mirrored the icy blue of a frozen lake. "Welcome, Dahlia," Angelonia said in a voice as gentle as the falling snow. Dahlia felt an immediate connection to the winter spirit, as if she were an old friend. They spent the evening talking and sharing stories, Angelonia's voice weaving through the night like a melodic breeze. Angelonia taught Dahlia about the magic of the hills, the way the land came alive under the first blanket of snow, how the trees whispered secrets to those who would listen, and the importance of preserving the beauty of nature. As the night deepened, Angelonia shared a special gift with Dahlia, a necklace made of crystals that sparkled with an inner light. "This will remind you of our time together, and the magic of the hills," Angelonia said, placing the necklace around Dahlia's neck. Dahlia thanked Angelonia and hugged her tightly, feeling the warmth of the winter spirit's embrace. The next morning, Dahlia woke up in her bed, the necklace still around her neck. She hurried outside to see the hills radiating a pristine white brilliance, and she knew her encounter with Angelonia had been real. From that day on, Dahlia made it her mission to protect the hills and teach the villagers about the wonders hidden within their natural surroundings. She became the guardian of the hills, inspired by the magic of the winter spirit. Every winter, she would look for the first snowflakes and remember her enchanting encounter with Angelonia. And sometimes on those quiet, snowy nights, she could still hear the winter spirit's voice echoing through the hills, reminding her of the beauty and magic that surrounded them. Now, let's journey on with another gentle tale. Harmony of Dahlia and Flower. This story is about a young girl named Dahlia and her friendship with a magical snail named Flower, all knowing the beauty of harmony in their diverse companionship. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young girl named Dahlia, who loved to explore the beautiful meadows that surrounded her home. Every day, after finishing her chores, she would run to the fields and spend hours watching butterflies, birds, and even the small creatures that made the meadow their home. One pleasant spring afternoon, Dahlia noticed a small, shiny snail crawling slowly on a daisy. She crouched down and gently picked it up, marveling at its delicate, spiral shell. "Hello, little one," she whispered. "I shall name you Flower." To her surprise, the snail peeked out and seemed to nod in agreement. From that day on, Dahlia and Flower became inseparable friends. They would wander through the fields together, Dahlia talking and Flower listening with silent, attentive curiosity. One day, Dahlia decided to show Flower the secret grove hidden deep within the meadow, a place where the flowers bloomed brighter and the air was filled with the sweet scent of honeysuckle. As they ventured deeper, they encountered a fallen tree blocking their path. Dahlia tried to move it, but it was too heavy. Just then, she noticed Flower slowly inching towards the tree. The little snail began to emit a bright, soothing light from its shell, illuminating the grove with a magical glow. The tree, as if touched by an enchantment, slowly lifted itself, clearing the way. Dahlia gazed in amazement and hugged Flower gently, thanking her magical friend. They continued their walk and reached the grove, which was even more beautiful than Dahlia remembered. Together, they watched the sunset, the sky painting itself in hues of pink and gold. They realized the true essence of harmony, having found a friend who, despite being different and slow, brought immense joy and wonder into her life. They shared many more adventures, each one more enchanting than the last, understanding that true friends, no matter how different they are, bring harmony to each other's lips. And so under the starry sky, Dahlia and Flower promised to cherish their friendship forever. Let's explore a new tale, soft and warm. Kathlia and Achilles' Enchanted Adventure. This story is about a girl named Kathlia, who embarks on a magical adventure with a water elemental named Achilles, discovering a world of beauty and all beyond her imagination. In a quaint village named Aldoria, nestled between rolling hills and verdant forests, lived the curious and kind-hearted girl named Katia. Her days were filled with wonder as she explored the hidden nooks of her homeland, often dreaming of magical creatures and unparalleled adventures. One misty evening, as the sun began to set, and the sky painted itself in hues of pink and gold, Kathlia wandered by the tranquil moonlit lake. The evening air was cool, and she wrapped her shawl tight around her shoulders, her eyes sparkling with anticipation for whatever adventure lay ahead. Yet suddenly, the gentle ripple of the water transformed into a shimmering pool, glowing with an ethereal light. Kathlia's heart raced with excitement and curiosity, compelling her to step closer. Emerging from the portal was a water elemental named Achilles. Her form fluid and radiant like the purest of waters. Vitalia gasped in awe at the sight of Achillia, who seemed both ancient and ageless. "Greetings, young one." Achillia's voice was like the whisper of waves caressing the shore. "I am Achillia, guardian of the moonlit lake," intrigued Cattleya replied. "I'm Cattleya. What brings you here on such a magical night?" Achillia smiled, her features shimmering with each movement. "I sensed your pure heart and curiosity. There is much in the world beyond the mundane, and tonight, I wish to share a special journey with you." Hand in hand, they stepped into the portal together, and Cattleya felt a rush of cold water and gentle warmth envelop her. When they emerged, they found themselves in an enchanting underwater realm, where bioluminescent creatures danced in the waters and colorful corals illuminated the sea. Papaya's eyes widened with amazement, truly awed by the wondrous world around her. "This is incredible, Achillia. I never imagined such beauty existed," she explained. Achillia nodded, her kind eyes reflecting the vibrant hues around them. "There is beauty hidden in the most unexpected places, Cattleya. All one needs is an open heart to see it." They explored the vibrant underwater gardens, met schools of fish that shimmered like gems, and listened to the melodic songs of aquatic beings who welcomed Cattleya with warmth and joy. As they delved deeper, they came upon an ancient pearl glowing softly in a secluded coral alcove. Achillia carefully picked it up and handed it to Cattleya. "This pearl represents wisdom and serenity. Hold it close, and it will remind you of this magical night whenever you need to find calm and clarity," said Achillia. Flipflop held the pearl tightly, feeling its soothing energy flow through her. After their enchanting adventure, Achillia guided Cattleya back to the moonlit lake. The first rays of dawn began to pierce the horizon as they stepped out of the portal. "Thank you, Achillia, for showing me a world of wonders," Cattleya said with gratitude. Achillia smiled gently. "Remember, Cattleya, the world is full of awe. Keep your heart open, and you will continue to find magic wherever you go." With those words, Achillia gracefully slipped back into the tranquil waters, disappearing into the depths. Cattleya watched until the last ripple faded away, feeling a newfound sense of wonder and a deeper connection to the world around her. As she walked back to her village, under the rising sun, she knew that no matter where life took her, the lessons and beauty of that magical night would stay with her forever. Good night, and may you find warmth in your dreams.